Hey, congrats on your last-minute wedding. You really dodged a bullet there.
What? What do you mean, I dodged a bullet?
Well, you know, you're 29 right now, right? Women who reach 30 and haven't been able to get married yet are pathetic. Nobody wants them after that. And it makes sense. Like, there's gotta be something wrong with them, right? It's a red flag. So you got there at the last minute, you know? You just barely made it. But you made it!
Okay, look. I don't care how close of a friend you are to Anthony. You have to choose your words carefully. Like, you could have just said congrats like a normal person would. That's it. That's all you needed to say.
No, because this isn't your normal kind of celebration. It's the celebration of a last-minute wedding. You've been saved from being a husbandless 30-year-old. You don't have to grow old as a spinster now.
What the hell? How sexist are you? You know what? Whatever. Call it what you want. I don't really care what you have to say.
And on top of that, you got married to Anthony. Wait a minute. Perhaps this isn't a last-minute wedding, but a shotgun wedding? Is there a little baby Anthony on the way that you've been hiding from everyone?
Shut up! That's not what it is. He proposed to me because he wanted to marry me. That's all.
I see. But it's a little strange, don't you think?
Huh? What are you talking about? Nothing about it is strange.
Anthony isn't the type of guy to get married. He's more like the type of guy that only gets married at the end of his life. So he can live his best bachelor life. Ha!
Well, his life doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. On the contrary, I think this is a great new beginning, for him as well as me.
Nah, you're digging your own grave by getting married. That's what pretty much every one of our married friends say. So, with that in mind, at least as far as his decision to get married goes, maybe he was buried as soon as he met you.
What are you even saying? Do you know how rude you're being right now?
We're talking about why you decided to get married so suddenly, aren't we?
But it's not like I suddenly decided to get married. The two of us discussed it together, and we decided to do it around this time. But we've been decided for a while. Anthony just wanted to wait for the right time to propose.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Even though it's sudden, I suppose it's nothing to worry about. I gotta say, that's amazing, Gia. Was it the power of love?
The power of love?
You know about all his debts, and you're still going to marry him? I mean, really, that's amazing. That's some dedication.
Wait, what? Debt? What do you mean? Anthony's in debt?
Oh, wait. You didn't know? Oh, crap. I think I wasn't supposed to say that. Whoops. Oh god, he's probably going to kill me now.
Wait, slow down. What are you talking about when you say debt? What do you mean? He hasn't told me anything about that.
You shouldn't have heard it from me. I'm not supposed to talk about any of that. Not about the strip clubs or anything else about that. He'd kill me.
Strip clubs? He's spending money in those sorts of places? He's in debt because of that?
Oh god, I really need to shut my mouth. I've really done it now.
I don't believe this. I can't believe that the Anthony I know would do those kinds of things.
Well, yeah, but he's still a good guy, right? He's a good friend to me. Man, I thought we'd have fun together and be able to hang out, just us guys, forever. The fact that you two are actually going to get married is freaking me out. My best friend won't be so available anymore. Well, anyway, I'll be toasting to your happiness.
I don't think I want any of your blessings, thanks.
Oh? Is that so? I'm just giving you my blessing in my own way is all.
What do you usually say to people who just decided to get married? Because if it's this, I'm actually concerned for you. Do you always talk about how it's a last-minute wedding? Or about how their fiancé is in debt from going to strip clubs?
No, you have it all wrong. It's because you decided to get married that I said all of that. Don't you see? What if you had gotten married to him without knowing what I told you? Do you love him enough that you'd say it was okay? Now, that really would be something, to get a woman that's like that.
Okay, you were getting on my nerves before, but now talking to you is seriously irritating me. I'm done with this conversation. Don't ever contact me again. You were Anthony's friend originally, not mine. Let's keep it that way.
Wow, you are annoyed, aren't you? But are you really annoyed at me? Or are you annoyed because I told you the truth?
Oh, shut up. That's not it. Stop being ridiculous.
You know, that stuff about it being a last-minute wedding, maybe, just maybe, I hit the bullseye there. And now you also know that there is a whole side to Anthony that you never knew about, right?
Yes, that's true, but...
But, even in this situation, knowing what you know, you'll still marry him?
I don't want to break off the engagement just like that. And until I've actually checked with him about it and confirmed it, I don't even know if what you're saying is true or not. It could be a complete lie for all I know.
Wait, you intend to talk with him about this? Don't you think it's better to just quit now?
And why would I do that?
What do you intend to accomplish by talking to him about it? What are you gonna say? You're just gonna go up to him and say, "Don't go to the strip club anymore," or "Stop borrowing money"?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And then if you do that, your marriage will be all perfect again?
If I threatened to leave unless he changed, I think he would change.
Ah, but you have to realize, he's pretty stubborn, Anthony is. If you point those things out to him, he'll get mad. I don't know if changing would even be an option for him. He gets pretty stuck in his ways.
But I can't imagine such a gentle person like him getting mad at something like that. He's usually pretty understanding and open-minded about things.
Ah, yeah. It's always scary when the quiet ones like him get angry. I think he'll get mad if you bring up the truth of things like that. Gia, do you understand what this means? This last-minute marriage? The importance of it? Do you really have the courage to run away from what may be your one chance at marriage? Or at the very least, your chance to get married before you turn 30, before men start finding you a little less desirable.
I mean, I don't know. I really can't imagine it not working out with Anthony. And I think I'd still have a chance even over 30.
Listen, this is his situation. He's in debt, but it's not enough to ruin his life just yet. He's doing well enough right now. The debt is at a tolerable amount. But I think it's best to warn him if he goes over the limit and things get out of hand. And because of this, well, you may not be able to live the life you desire, but...
Are you telling me I should just be quiet about it?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think that would be wise.
But then, why did you tell me this information?
Sorry? What do you mean?
If you were just going to tell me not to tell him anyway, then why would you tell me these things?
Because it's way too interesting not to, you know?
What the hell? What's wrong with you?
Who did you guys consult before going off on your own and deciding to marry each other?
Who did we consult? I mean, we talked to my parents and his and got their approval.
What about me?
You? What about you?
I was Anthony's friend before you even started dating him. Him, choosing to get married. We won't be able to hang out like we've always done. Did you ever think how this would impact me? Did either of you think about how I might not be okay with it?
Why would we even think about that? Deciding to get married is a conversation between the two people who are going to get married. That's how it always is. And I mean, Anthony is a part of this as well. Have you even spoken about this to him? As far as you two hanging out, that's definitely something that you need to discuss with Anthony, not me.
What's with this attitude? You act like it's got nothing to do with you, when really it has everything to do with you. He wouldn't have gotten married if it weren't for you. It's your fault.
That's absurd.
If you're not going to stop the marriage, at least allow me to have my fun.
Wow. I never realized how disgusting you really are as a person. And from one of Anthony's oldest friends. I really can't believe it.
No, I'm the one who can't believe this. How a woman like you could get married is beyond me. Oh well, if Anthony has decided it, then it can't be helped by either of us. Have the most wonderful marriage, won't you? I'm really hoping for that, for you too. Oh, wow. I can't believe how amazing this wedding has turned out. Your dive into the pool was quite the sight.
You. What have you done?
Let me tell you something about yourself, okay? You aren't interesting at all. You needed to get the crowd excited because it was a last-minute wedding. Didn't you almost get a complaint from one of your own guests?
That's not why you did it, and we both know it. I thought you were an idiot, but I never thought you'd go this far.
Oh, don't complain so much. You're making it into such a big deal. The bride getting pushed into the pool was quite the surprise, wasn't it? It livened up the wedding quite a lot, so be grateful, will you? I think you should be. It was getting really boring until I did something about it.
Guess what? I've got an even better surprise for you.
Oh yeah? I doubt it's better, knowing you, but go ahead. What is it?
You owe us $75,000.
Wait, what? You're joking? You must be joking.
That dress I was wearing was a rental, you know. And it's a brand new product from the most popular wedding brand. Today, the people who designed it even came to take some photographs of it.
A rental? So
you pushed me into a pool right in front of those people. They're all furious. They're going to sue right away. The cost of the dress alone is $75,000. But then there's also another $22,000 in miscellaneous fees added on for postponing the photo shoot and such.
You're kidding me. You want me to pay nearly $100,000 because of something like that? Are you insane?
It's not what I want. It's what everyone wants.
Why are you going after me for this? I hardly did anything. The people at the wedding liked it. Everyone went nuts when I did it. All I did was add some entertainment to your otherwise lifeless wedding. Everyone who was there, everyone who thought it was funny was complicit. You should make every single one of them pay too. 500 people came, so if every person paid, it wouldn't be such a big amount.
Except no one thought it was funny.
What are you talking about? Of course they did. They were glad I did something about your lame wedding.
Have you not noticed how everyone has distanced themselves from you since then? And did you hear that really loud gasp? That was my friend who knew that the dress was $75,000. She screamed when you did it because she knew the dress was ruined. I have the evidence on video. If you watch it, you'll see that absolutely no one thought it was funny. So, given that, the ruining of the dress was only one person's responsibility, and that person is you.
No, for just one little push, I don't deserve this. This is just your little scam, isn't it? You're helping the dressmaker scam me? I bet you're in bed with the dressmaker. That's what's going on here. There's no other explanation. Why else would I be punished so harshly?
Believe whatever delusions you want. This is a nation of laws, and you are going to be sued for what you've done. Let's see. Now, do you have the courage, wisdom, facts, and materials on your side to back yourself up?
Well
then, you also have to pay the extra $22,000 as well.
No, this can't be. I mean,
that's just how it is. There's a fine for ruining the wedding, ruining the photo shoot. There's even a fine for pushing people in the pool.
What the hell? Come on, really? It's so silly to have to pay a violation fee for a little prank, isn't it?
Didn't you know? It was written in the wedding invitation, and also on a sign in the wedding hall, too.
I didn't see them. What kind of idiot would demand that? That's ridiculous.
I think the idiot here is you. You didn't even know about the rule. Didn't even read the invitation. Don't you know that people can get seriously injured from being pushed into pools? There are stories of people getting paralyzed and even dying. That's how dangerous it can be.
Oh, come on. Of course I'm well aware of that. I thought about that ahead of time and made calculations so that it wouldn't be dangerous when I pushed you in.
You liar! You expect me to believe you? At least come up with something better. You weren't thinking about any of that when you pushed me in.
No, it's true. I did the math for it. And the only evidence you need is the fact that you didn't injure one single thing when you fell in.
That is nothing but coincidence and dumb luck.
Well, there will always be coincidences. You can't use that argument to say I'm lying.
And you can't say that just because I didn't get injured, that means it was perfectly safe. Ugh, you are so annoying. I suppose I should expect it. Stupid people say stupid things.
Nah, I can't talk to you. You're infuriating. I know Anthony's there. Come on, man, just take over the phone.
What? Oh, shut up! I'm talking to you right now.
And I'm saying that I can't talk to you. If I was telling this to Anthony, he would understand what I'm saying. And all these claims and lawsuits and stuff, if it was Anthony, he'd help me out, no question. Or he would agree to co-sign with me. Unlike some people, he's always been a kind man, ever since I've known him.
Give me a break. What are you even saying? Sure, Anthony's kind. Of course you'd know that. You take advantage of his kindness all the time, don't you? But I'm not so sure it's going to work out well for you this time.
What do you know? Anthony is like my brother. We've known each other so long we're like more than family. The bond we have will never die. That's probably something you can only dream of, and it rubs you the wrong way.
Ah, I see. A bond that will never die. How sweet. But then, why is Anthony saying that he's never going to talk to you again?
Wait, what? You're lying. He would never say that.
First of all, he's furious at you for telling me that he's in debt and that he frequents strip clubs.
Wait, you weren't supposed to tell him about that.
Yep, I told him, all right. I told him immediately, the day I heard it from you.
But I told you not to say that.
Ah, right. And why did you say that? Was it because you made the whole thing up? What he told me is that you're the one obsessed with going to strip clubs. And it's you who's in debt to Anthony, not the other way around.
I thought if I said that, you might cancel the wedding. Because if Anthony became a married man and lost his freedom...
You wouldn't be able to borrow money from him anymore? That's it, isn't it? That's why you did all this. That would have put you in a tight spot, I'm sure. Well, Anthony noticed what you were doing, got angry, and now says that he's cutting ties with you completely.
Oh, please. You're obviously lying. There's no way. He's not picking up my calls. Why isn't he picking up?
He blocked you, both on his phone and his email. It looks like he doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
Okay, if that's true, then why would he invite me to his wedding? It doesn't make sense.
He said he has the decision to be friends with you or not, and he intends to use the wedding as an opportunity to cut ties, to speak face-to-face with you and confront you, and then break it off. He was trying to cut you out of his life, so that after the wedding, he wouldn't see you again.
No, it doesn't make sense. This can't be. So that means, in this situation, I'm on my own?
Exactly. Glad you finally figured it out, because it was caused by you, and you alone. So of course you bear the responsibility. You started this mess, so you can clean it up. Doesn't that seem fair?
Please, wait. Please help me. Please just let me speak to him one time.
He said no. He doesn't want to help you. He feels like he's been used by you this whole time. He says that to believe in the friendship you had with him, only to get stabbed in the back, was pretty shocking to him. So he says you better get an expert to deal with all your debt, too, because it's not looking good for you.
No, please. Let me explain to him. I can explain. I can do better by him. Please, just at least tell him I said that.
When you borrowed the money, you very nicely wrote him an IOU, didn't you? Not your wisest choice, I guess. He says it seems like he can use that IOU as is, so he's gonna give it over to a specialist.
The IOU? I guess. But I didn't think...
Didn't think what? That it would come back to bite you? That's too bad. So the amount you have to pay will work out to a total of approximately $150,000 from the looks of it. Man, that's enough to buy a small house with, isn't it?
No, this can't be. This must be a lie or a joke. Please help me. If I'm that much in debt, my life is over. Please, don't do this to me.
Oh, would you look at that? I suppose what you said has come true. Except you got one little thing wrong. Anthony wasn't buried when he met me. You were! After that, Tyler had to pay a gargantuan amount of money. For starters, there was the compensation for the dress for $75,000. Then he also had the money that he owed to Anthony. Money for delaying the photo shoot, money for violating the rules at the wedding venue, and finally, money for assault when he pushed me in the pool. All told, the money he had to pay worked out to be around $135,000. Of course, because he did not have the savings or the assets to pay it all, his parents, who live in the countryside on a farm, loaned him the money to pay off the debt. And the replacement cost was borrowed using his family's vast farm as collateral. But his parents told him they'd only do this on the condition that he inherit the family farm. For that reason, he had to quit his job and move out to the countryside. But it wasn't easy for him. Apparently, it was too isolated for his liking. Whereas there are plenty of his beloved strip clubs in the city and suburbs, there isn't one single strip club for him to entertain himself at out on the farm. For him, this might be the most painful punishment he could have ever received. When he just can't stand it any longer, he has to drive as many as 3 hours one way just to get to a club. What happened at our wedding caused quite a stir, and the venue got a lot of negative publicity. But once Tyler was gone, it began to settle down. And eventually, talk of the incident faded away and out of people's minds. I think our lives still hold a lot in store for us, so until we're both actually buried, we're going to have the time of our lives and overcome whatever life throws at us.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Did you think about what we spoke about? You do remember, don't you?
Remember what? What did we talk about?
About us two getting married. How could you forget about that? We've been together for almost 3 years now. Don't you think it's time we get hitched? I think it's only natural after a certain amount of time couples start to think about getting married. I think we've reached that point, don't you?
Oh, you still want to get married?
You don't seem too enthusiastic. Have you thought about it or not? Not interested yet? You do want to get married to me, don't you? What do you think of when you think of me and you being together forever? Happiness or nothing at all? Maybe you don't even want to get married to me.
No, it's not that. You know my family background. It's only natural that I'd be a bit cautious when it comes to these things.
You mean about your parents getting divorced? It happens a lot these days. Don't worry about it. Maybe it was right for them to get divorced, and just because they did, it doesn't mean we will too. You just have to do what's right for you.
I know what you're saying, but it's still difficult for me. When I saw them going through their divorce, I just started to feel dismayed by the prospect of marriage. I became really cold to the idea in general.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I wish you'd see these things in a more positive light.
Let's just take things slow. I need some time to think about getting married to you. It's not that I'm completely against it, but it's just best to go slow and take your time. I'm just being sensible.
I think you've had enough time to think about it already. I don't think you need to go slowly.
No, really, we should take this slow. There's really no need to rush into anything that you might regret at a later time.
We've been together for 3 years already, not 3 months. If we had only been together for a short time, I could understand. But we've been together for a long time already. Don't you think you're being selfish? What about me? What about my feelings?
I need more time, so stop trying to pressure me into something.
If you really need to think about it, then what can I do? My opinion is that I need to get married this year. I can't wait any longer.
Don't you worry it'll cause trouble in your family. I know that your parents don't really like me. I'm sure they don't want you to marry me anyway.
Are you trying to say you don't want to marry me because of my family? Is that the real reason? You don't like them?
No, it's not that. That's not the reason. Even if your mother didn't like me, if I really wanted this, then I'd go through with it.
What if I convinced my mother that you were the right girl? Would that make you more likely to say yes?
What are you gonna do?
I could change her mind, get her to support our marriage. Maybe if I got my mother to support us, you might feel more comfortable about the wedding.
If you can change her mind, then maybe it will be a good thing.
Mother!
Oh, hi, son. How are you? Something on your mind?
Mom, you've known my girlfriend for a long time now. What do you think of her? Do you like her? I just get the feeling that you don't want me to marry her. Why is that? Why can't you just be happy for us two? Why have you suddenly started talking about this? Maybe I wasn't that keen on her, but I never knew you were thinking about marriage with her. What don't you like about her? She's not that bad, but to be honest, she just isn't really my kind of girl. We just don't get along that well. Nothing serious, I suppose. She's just not the kind of girl I expected my son to be in a relationship with. Why can't you just like her? It upsets me a little bit to know that you don't like her when I like her so much. Why don't we switch the focus here? What do you like about her? What's not to like? I think she's a lovely girl. Nothing wrong about her. What about her family background? Her mother and father had a horrible divorce, right? Not a good sign, is it? People from that kind of a family often have arguments and problems. She's not a good long-term investment, if you ask me. She didn't receive the love of her parents growing up. Who knows what kind of a psychology she has now? Maybe she's always craving for attention because she never had it as a child. But divorce is so common these days. In some places, it's more rare for a couple to stay together, actually. Just because you didn't get divorced doesn't mean that things are good. If you're in an unhappy marriage and you stay together, then it can lead to even bigger problems. Especially for children who have to grow up in a family with parents arguing all the time. What about me and your dad? Do you think we'd be better off getting a divorce? Do you think you would have had a better childhood if we were not together? Sure, we have arguments, but we forgive each other and move on. It's natural in any relationship. The difference between sticking it out during the bad times and getting a divorce is huge. Is that what you think? Whatever happens, I'm going to marry my girlfriend. Nothing is going to change my mind now. I'm set on marriage. I think it's a mistake. I can see it in her personality. She grew up without a proper family, and now she's negative about everything. You'll be unhappy if you end up with her. She looks stressed, too. Look at all those wrinkles, and she's only young. She looks like a stressed old woman. It must have been due to her childhood. I've never noticed these things. If you ask me, she's really beautiful, especially when she smiles. I think you're the one being overly negative and pessimistic. Someone's past doesn't have to determine their future, and just because her parents broke up doesn't mean we will too. Why won't you listen to my advice for once? Why are you always answering back? I don't have to do what you tell me to do. I wish you'd support me, but at the end of the day, I'll do what I think is right for me. With or without your support. You can go ahead and do whatever you want, but I won't be happy about it. I just hope you don't end up regretting it. A lot of young people don't listen to their parents, but maybe you should. I have a lot of experience that you don't have. I wish you'd just support me with my marriage. Marrying a girl who came from a broken home is a really risky move. She's grown up to be a really nice and productive woman. She has a good job. There's no need to nitpick. It would be better if you had the good job. That would make your mother happier. I wish I could too, but I can't. I dropped out of college. I regret it, but what can I do now? How on earth could I get a good job like that? If you drop out of college, it's not the end of the world. You can still get a good job. But if the woman earns more than the man, then what will people think? Don't you think people are going to look down on you? Don't you worry she might run off with a man who earns more than you? Maybe she wouldn't be happy with you, especially if her career really takes off. We don't care what other people think, and if she wasn't happy, then why would she be in a relationship with me? Besides, I'm sure I'll get a better job in the future. What makes you think that will happen? I just have a feeling deep down. Anyway, I hate my current job. I have to find something better than this. Well, maybe you should do that first before you marry that woman. I don't know why you're so afraid of a woman with a decent job. If we get married, she can buy you some presents. Maybe a nice luxury bag or something like that. Wouldn't that make you happy? My mind won't be changed so easily, I'm afraid. But nice try. I thought you wanted a girl who showed love for her parents. Maybe she could be nice to you. It could make up for the fact she came from a troubled home. Oh, really? You think it works that way, do you? Well, there are a few things that I want, if you think she's going to buy things for me. I've always wanted a new sofa or something for the living room. Oh, so you're interested now? That was a quick change of mind. Anything else you need? I'll have to have a think about it. Well, hurry up, please. And while you're thinking, maybe you could approve our marriage. I might agree to the marriage, but remember, it's not just because of this offer of presents. I'm not doing this for financial gain. I'm not a materialistic person. Yes, I know that. So, can I tell my girlfriend that you're okay with us two getting married? Let me think for a moment. Okay, you can tell her I agree. Wonderful. I've got some good news. My mother has agreed to our marriage. Really? She changed her mind? Yeah. I think the whole thing was a misunderstanding. I know one time she seemed really displeased with you, but she told me she was just feeling unwell that day. She told me she's actually quite fond of you. She thinks you're a great girl. Really? I seriously felt like she didn't want me around. I felt like she just didn't like me one bit. Don't be so suspicious. My mother told me, so you should accept her word. Oh, no, I'm not doubting your mother. I'm sure she's being honest about the whole thing. I just felt differently at the time. In the past, it just seemed she didn't like me. I thought you had noticed it too. Well, it seems we both got it wrong, so I think we should accept it and move on. No need to keep questioning things. Okay, I agree. So, now that my mother has agreed, how do you feel about the wedding? Do you think you and I can get married?
It does make me feel a little bit better, but I still think we should take it slow when it comes to getting married. I just don't think now is the time.
Why? What's wrong?
Getting married is no joke. It's expensive. Think about all the costs involved. You have to buy a dress, rent a venue, not to mention buying a house after you get married. Have you seen house prices lately? You think we could afford to buy something?
Is it a big problem for you? Can't we just rent somewhere?
I'd rather buy, to be honest. I think it's nice to be stable after you get married. Have you saved up any money?
Me? No, I haven't saved anything. I thought you had some money.
Yeah, I've got some, but it's not really enough to use as a deposit for a house.
Don't worry about it. I'll talk to my mother. I think she'll be able to help us out.
Really? You think she can help us with a house? Have you seen the cost of housing these days?
I think my mom bought a second home as an investment a while back. Maybe she could even give it to us.
Give it to us? The whole house?
I think so. I'm her son, after all. I'm sure she'd want to help me out when I get married.
Wow, that's really amazing. So, if the housing problem is solved, then what does that mean for our marriage?
I think it means we should get married as soon as possible. What are we waiting for? I'll go and talk to my mother about the house. See what she has to say.
So, you're going to get married? It seems that way. My boyfriend really wants to get married as soon as possible. Wow, it seems a bit crazy to me, getting married in such a rush. I think you're right. I'm a bit worried about it myself, to be honest. I have told him several times that I want to take things slow, but he just doesn't share my concerns. He says we've been together for 3 years and now it's time to get married. He really wants to get it done this year. If you get married, then it's going to be expensive. Does he have a good job? Has he managed to save up a lot of money? Don't you want to buy nice things after you get married? If you marry a guy with no money, then things are going to be really tough. Yeah, I know. But he told me his mother has a house that maybe we could have after we get married. If that happens, then it's really going to ease things on us. That sounds good. But I still have a bad feeling about this. If I were you, I'd proceed with caution. Don't worry about me. I'm sure things will work out fine. As long as we get the support of his family, then I'm sure we'll be okay. I guess so, but I'm still worried for you. We've been together for a long time now. I think we are good together. I don't think there's anything to worry about. Whatever you end up doing, I'll respect your decision and give you my support. It's the least I can do. Being worried isn't going to help you, is it? I should support you no matter what happens. Thanks for that. It's really welcome.
My mother has agreed to give us a house if we get married.
Oh my. Wow, that is really amazing. Please tell your mother how happy I am about this. I'm really grateful. Wait, is she giving us the house she's in now? Or the other property she owns?
Neither, actually. My mother sold that one a while ago, so we'll be moving into a different one.
Okay, well that sounds okay. As long as it isn't something really terrible, then I'm fine with it. And of course your mother is giving it to us, and that's so kind of her. Where is this new house?
To be honest, I don't actually know myself. I just spoke with my mother about the basic things. She didn't tell me the exact location.
Your mother isn't going to be stressed out about this whole thing, is she? I worry that it's too much for her.
No, she seems really fine with it. My mother always helps me out when I'm in need. I can rely on her. This isn't a problem for her. In fact, I think she's happy that she can help us. It's a mother's instinct to help her children. I'll find some way to make it up to her in the future. Maybe you can help out with that too.
I'll try to do whatever I can.
So, now that the house problem is solved, what are your thoughts on marriage? I presume we have no problems now. Is that correct?
No problems. Now we just need to find a suitable location to hold the wedding.
Okay, let's get looking. Lizzie, is this your number? I haven't contacted you for a long time, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, hello there. Yes, it's me. This is the correct number. Sorry I haven't spoken to you for a long time. I've just been busy.
Have you spoken with my Nick yet? He did tell you that I'm going to provide a house for you two to live in after marriage. I know how hard it is for young people to buy housing these days, so I felt I should step in and help.
Yes, he told me, and I'm really happy about it. You're really helping us out here, and I'm so grateful. It was a big weight on my shoulders, but now it's gone thanks to you.
You're really lucky to have a mother-in-law like me.
I know. You're right about that.
I hope you're aware how much money this is going to be for me.
I am well aware of that. I was so worried about it myself, so that's why I'm so happy about what you've done for us. It won't be forgotten.
So, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to show your appreciation? What are you going to give back?
What do you mean?
I'm paying for the house, but what about all the things for inside the house? Who is going to pay for that? You?
You mean the furniture?
Of course! What else would I be talking about? These things are going to cost a lot of money, too. I'd love to pay for them, but I think I've already done enough. I hope you're not just trying to get a free ride here.
No, really, that's not my intention. I'll do my bit, too.
That's nice to hear. I'm aware that you have a good financial situation. My son told me you have a good job. So I was thinking about $5,000 worth of furniture and other things for the house. Is that about right?
$5,000? Are you sure?
Yes, that seems about fair to me. I'm buying the house. It's going to be a lot of money. A lot more than the furniture. So I think $5,000 is perfectly reasonable.
Maybe you're right.
So when are you going to decide on the things you need to buy?
I'm not sure. I don't think there's any rush, is there? We haven't even planned the wedding yet.
No rush. Maybe you should be taking this a bit more seriously. You should do it as soon as you can. And after you've done it, please send the list over to me.
Send the list to you? Why do you want me to do that? I think I'll be able to decide on my own with the help of Nick.
I don't think so. Send it to me and then I can add things if I think it's important. Also, I might remove things if I don't think you need them.
If that's what you really want, then I guess we can do it like that.
Please do. And always remember what I'm doing for you. Where would you be if it wasn't for me buying you this house?
I'll remember. Your mother wants me to spend $5,000 on furniture to go in the house. She contacted me before and told me. I agreed with her at the time, but now I'm not sure if it was the right decision. Isn't it a little too much?
She asked you for that much? We should remember that my mother is buying a house for us. Maybe it's a suitable amount considering what she's doing for us. Houses are really expensive these days. How could we afford one without her?
That's true, but isn't $5,000 too much? Aren't we just going to end up with a load of stuff we don't really need?
No, it's fine. I think we should accept my mother's suggestion. It seems like a reasonable amount to me, and you won't have to buy these things again, just when we move in together.
I guess so.
What do you mean, you guess so? Think of what my mother is doing for us. Buying furniture should be obvious. If anything, I think it's a bit rude for you to expect otherwise. What if we had to get a mortgage and then spend the rest of our lives paying that off? Think of the stress. Look around you. I'm sure you have a few friends who are up to their eyeballs in debt. We don't have to go through with that. The least we can do is accept my mother's suggestion. And it will be stuff for our house that we'll use every day.
I guess you're right about that. I just think it's strange your mother set an amount of money that we have to spend. What difference does it make to her how much we spend? Your mother also wants me to send her the list once I've made it. I think she wants to add things to the list. Is it going to be a spacious house? It might need to be with all that stuff.
She's going through the trouble of buying us a house, so she wants to make sure we live comfortably. You've never furnished a house, have you? You have no idea how much it costs. She's giving us a rough estimate of how much everything will cost.
I get that, but how can I buy furniture for a house I've never been inside? I have no idea how much space there will be. There's no point buying a big TV if there isn't a big wall to put it on. Likewise, if we buy a small TV and it's just sitting there in the corner of a big room, that's equally useless. If we're going to spend all this money on furniture, then we might as well get it right first time. I really don't think it's smart to rush into this, especially before we've even seen the house.
Just buy whatever you think will be best. If you want something good, then get it. Even if the house is a little small, there's no problem with slightly larger stuff. I'm sure we'll find a way to get things in there.
But if we buy big things, then it'll take up all the space and we won't be able to move.
Don't worry about it. Just get the best stuff. We should get the kind of stuff that would impress my mother, and you know she has high standards.
Okay, I'll do that. Hi, I've done this list. I hope it's to your liking. If you've got any problems, then please contact me. I listened to your advice and I think I've made a good list.
Let me see. Is this it? Are you joking?
I decided on the highest quality things and usually the largest too. I thought that would be the best. Your son agreed with this too.
I'm looking at this and it seems like you've bought all the cheap things. What were you thinking?
Cheap? They're not cheap.
Are you forgetting who is paying for the house? You need to buy things that are suitable for the house I'm paying for.
Is this not good enough for you? What more do you want?
Don't you have any common sense? You need to replace all of these items for higher quality ones. I don't think these are good enough. If you buy this stuff, then you'll regret it because it might not last a long time and you'll have to buy everything again. If you're going to buy these things, then buy the really high quality ones, not medium quality. Also, there are a few items you forgot. For example, a massage chair. You'll need one of those.
I know for a fact we won't use it, though.
You can buy that as a present for me, and I'll be thinking of a few more things soon. I'm buying the house, so at least you can buy me some things in return. Oh, I thought of one. I've always wanted a Chanel bag. I'll add it to the list.
What are we even talking about anymore? Can we just focus on the furniture before we move on to presents you want?
It's the least you can do for me when you consider how much I'm doing for you. I hope you don't think this is too much. It really isn't. I'll be thinking up a few more items to go onto the list in the near future. Once I've thought of them, I'll let you know. Don't worry, it won't be something really expensive like a car, but you might have to spend a little more money. I might add another luxury item. I do like those.
Do I have to buy your luxury goods?
Yes, you do. I'm buying the house, so you have to buy me a present to say thank you.
Well, I guess it's only fair.
I'm glad you agree. And please can you buy these things as soon as possible? I can't wait to get them. Is this the bag you got me?
Yeah? Is it okay?
This is last year's model. I wanted the most recent one. Can't you get anything right?
I went to the store and the man said that this one was better value for money. Last year's model is always nearly as good as this year's, but significantly cheaper. It's often the best value option. I was also told some of the bags from this year have factory defects that cause rips easier than last year's model.
I don't care if it has some problems with it. I want the newest model. If it has a problem, then we can just get someone to fix it. It's not a reason to not get the latest stuff. I think that man in the store fooled you into buying last year's product because no one else wanted it and he wanted to get rid of it. Do you believe everything people say? Are you that gullible? You should have bought the most recent model. If you were buying it for your own house, which one would you have bought? Did you get this cheap one to give to me?
No, it's not that at all. I didn't even think of it.
Whatever you thought, please come and get this one and replace it with a new one, and do it quickly.
Can't you manage with that one? I think it's a good model. It would take a lot of time and effort to replace it.
All of my friends have the latest model, and I want that model too.
Okay, if you insist. I'll return it and get the more recent one.
And what about the other things you said you'd get me? I added a Tiffany necklace to that list. Did you get it for me yet?
I went to the store and they said they didn't have that one in stock. I didn't get a different one because I knew you really wanted that one. They told me that once they have it in stock again, they'll contact me and I can go and get it. It shouldn't be too long.
Can you call them again and try to get them to hurry up? Think of everything I've done for you, and you can't even get these presents right. I really don't think I'm being too demanding here. Some people would expect so much more.
I know what you've done for us, and I'm really thankful for that. I am getting you the presents you wanted, but I was trying to buy the right thing. I'm sorry about the bag, and as for the necklace, it's really out of my control. There's nothing I can do if they don't have it in stock. I could have got a different one, but you might not have liked it.
Well, whatever happens, hurry up and get everything right! Did you speak to my mother?
Yeah, I spoke with her.
You get a lot of things wrong, don't you? You know she always buys the most recent model when she gets something. She likes up-to-date products. But you went and got last year's one? What a stupid thing to do.
I was told that it was a better model, so I decided to buy that one. I wasn't trying to save money or anything. I know your mother wants the best. I just thought it would be a better buy.
Well, it was a stupid idea. You know she would notice a thing like that.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. I spoke with her and we've agreed to send it back and get the most recent one. We don't need to worry about it anymore. It's sorted. There's something else I want to talk about. Does your mother like me? I just get the feeling that she doesn't really like me.
If she didn't like you, then why would she buy the house for us? I think you're lucky to have a mother-in-law like my mother. She may be a little bit demanding, but she could be a whole lot worse. Some women end up with really terrible mothers-in-law.
It's not a comparison. I just want to know if she likes me or not.
Stop trying to find fault in things. Just be happy with what you've got.
Okay. Maybe that's a better attitude. Hey! How are things with you and your boyfriend? Fine. Why do you ask? Send me a picture of him. I want to see.
Why? What's going on?
Just do it. I knew it. You said your future mother-in-law got you a place to live, right?
Yeah, that's right. It caused me a whole lot of stress, and we are still having little arguments over it. But it was part of the deal. If I didn't buy those things, then we wouldn't get the house, and that'd be even worse. If we didn't have the house, then I probably wouldn't even agree to marriage.
I can't believe it. I found something out, and you're not going to like it.
What is it?
You know that I live in an apartment complex? There is a real nasty apartment at the back of the complex. It's run down and never gets any natural light in it. No one has lived there for a few years now because no one wants it. I think it's also got problems because it hasn't been lived in for a while. Maybe cockroaches or mold. Well, my mom heard some gossip. Someone is going to be moving into that apartment and apparently it's your boyfriend. Apparently he signed a contract to live there.
What do you mean?
That's the house that you're going to be living in with your boyfriend after you get married. The nasty apartment at my apartment complex. I wanted the picture because I've seen a guy around here a few times now. I didn't recognize him, so I presume he is the new guy that's going to be moving in. Anyway, it's definitely your future husband.
Oh, no. I thought we were going to be living in a nice new house, not an old apartment.
I think you got played. They wanted you to spend all that money, but they're not going to give you something good in return. I knew something was off from the beginning. Also, do you know how much the rent is on that apartment? Tell me. I heard it was only a few $100s a month. I'm not certain, but it's really, really low because no one wants to live there. Even at that price, I think it was a bad deal, to be honest. And what about the presents you bought for his mother? Maybe that's why they did it. Expensive gifts in exchange for a cheap apartment. Are you sure it was my boyfriend? Maybe you made a mistake. No, I'm sure of it. Are they in a criminal gang or something? Fraudsters? Don't say that. Do you two happen to know where this is?
How did you find out about this? Who told you?
Where did you get this photo from? My friend lives in an apartment complex on the other side of town. She told me that she saw you there, and then she found out which apartment you wanted to rent. She told me it was a really old, poor-quality place that no one else wants to live in. She told me it's full of cockroaches and damp. Is this true? Is this where you were expecting me to live? There's nothing wrong with that place. I looked at it myself.
That is the place, but you should be happy with it. It's a nice place and it's quite expensive. Maybe your friend was wrong about the exact apartment we'll be living in.
Did you not listen to what I just said? My friend lives in that apartment complex. She knows the place really well. She told me how much it costs to rent that place. What's the problem? I'm paying for you. You're not even paying a dime. She told me it was only a few $100s a month because no one wants to live there. I bought you all of those presents and this is what I get in return? You've been trying to play me for a fool. Not to mention all those presents I bought for you.
I think it's a fair exchange.
I was expecting to live in a nice home, not a nasty apartment. And I thought you owned the house. Why didn't you tell me you were just renting somewhere cheap?
Do you know how expensive it is to buy a house? I don't even think it should matter if we buy or rent. You love me, don't you? I hope you're not one of those materialistic girls who only wants a man for money.
Materialistic? Is it a joke? I'm not the one demanding presents.
What are you trying to say? That I'm materialistic?
I knew something was wrong. I don't know why I didn't act sooner. Ever since you started asking for all those things. I was such a fool. Why did I even go through with this?
When you first get married, it's only natural to start off in a modest home. You can't just move into a nice place straight away. You have to save up for these things. That place will be fine. All we need to do is clean it up and it'll be a nice home. I think you're overreacting a little bit.
When it came to buying the stuff for the house, you demanded that I buy the best things. When it came to your mother's gifts, you demanded the best and most recent models. Then you expect me to accept this? Why isn't it the best and most recent home to go with all the things I bought? I don't think a girl like you should be complaining. I know you came from a poor family. You should be used to this kind of thing. How do you deserve a nice house when you've only just got married and I'm paying for it? What about you? Where is your husband? I know you haven't got divorced yet, but I never see him around. It seems like he can't stand you, so he's run off. Isn't that just the same as being divorced? Don't be so rude. I think you've said enough. No, I haven't said enough. I've changed my mind about the whole wedding. It's over. There's no way I'm marrying into your family. I'd be better off without you.
You're just going to call it off like that? Over this?
Do I need to tell you a second time? How can you be surprised by this? You two have been playing around with me all this time and I've finally woken up to it. Why would I even want you? You're a stupid mommy's boy with no money. I realize now I made a big mistake in ever agreeing to marry you. Lucky for me, it's not too late to change my mind.
Why do you have to be like this?
How can you not get it? You want me to live in that cheap apartment after marriage? No thanks. It's not good enough for me. Goodbye!
I can't believe this happened, and it's all your fault. Why did you want us to live in that apartment? Couldn't you find anything better? What am I going to do now?
I broke up with that guy and went my own way. Sometimes I think about how I nearly got married to that guy and it fills me with horror. Was I really that close to making such a terrible mistake? I thought I was more intelligent than that. Maybe I was too nice to him and his mother. Maybe I was too forgiving. I should have had more confidence to say no when I felt things were not going right. It made me see my parents in a different light. Maybe divorce is the right thing to do. If it saves you from a life of unhappiness, then how can it not be the right choice? I've just left my man in a potentially unhappy marriage, and I'm having the best time of my life. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey, has Mom already arrived? Does she seem like she's alright?
Yeah, she just got here. We're just bringing her things in now.
Oh, really? I'm glad to hear that. Sorry I left everything for you to handle with that.
Don't worry about it. I know you've been busy with work. It's not like you could have really done much about it, right?
I mean, yeah, but still. Today's the day my mom's going to start living with us, yeah? I just wish I could have been able to help out in some way.
Oh, right, that. Yeah.
Huh? What is it?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure you're going to be okay on your own, Claire? I know Mom has some heavy things in her luggage. Don't go throwing your back out trying to carry too much, okay?
I'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about. We've got some movers who are helping carry the really big things, so I don't have to try to lift them myself at all. Not only that, but you've got a day off work tomorrow, right? If there's things we don't really know where to put yet, you can help us figure the remainder out tomorrow.
Okay. I don't think that should be a problem, but please be sure to at least get the bed together, okay? Mom's got a bad back, so having her sleep on something even a bit hard would really do a number on her.
Yes, I know. You've asked me about it countless times already. I already got the bed frame put together before she arrived. The mattress should be arriving this afternoon as well, so there shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, really? That's good to hear. Thanks. Thanks for dealing with all of that. There isn't anything that should be keeping me staying late today, so I should be coming home on time for once.
I'm glad to hear it. Sorry, but do you think you could stop by the store on your way home?
Huh? Why? Didn't you go shopping just yesterday? We should have plenty of food at home already, don't we?
Yes, we do. But your mom is telling me that she really wants a steak for dinner, and we only have pork chops in the freezer. I'd go out to get it myself, but I need to stick around in case the mattress arrives. If I'm not there to sign for it, there'll be trouble.
Well, can't you just have Mom stay at home and sign for it while you go to get the steak yourself? It's not that hard of a problem to solve now, is it?
I'm sorry?
What is it? Is there something wrong with that?
Well, not necessarily wrong, but are you really fine with letting your mom stay at our house alone? That seems like it would be something to worry about, don't you think? At least I feel concerned about it.
I don't know what you mean. What's there to be concerned about? I mean, she's going to start living with us now, and she's been to our house a number of times before already, you know? I really don't see what the problem is here.
I still haven't gotten to put the lock on my bedroom door yet. That's supposed to be arriving today, too. I'm not about to leave her alone in the house until I can make sure I can lock my room first.
Wait, are you serious? You're actually intending to install a lock on your door?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Wow. Talk about bad manners. That just screams, I don't trust any of you. You know that? That's just sad. You know Mom's going to be sad about that, right?
This isn't a matter of whether your mom is going to be sad or not. It's about my own privacy. I've had to deal with her going into my room without my permission before, and I am not about to deal with it now that she's living here. Not only that, but if heaven forbid she hurts herself on something in my room, I can't afford to take responsibility for it. I don't have that kind of money.
I've told you this before. Why can't you just talk to her about it? She'll understand if you just try talking to her. Don't be so stubborn and just try to communicate for once. She's family, remember?
You call her family, but she's your mother. She certainly doesn't respect me like I'm family. Did you forget about how she ripped up my clothes last time?
That was an accident. Are you really still holding a grudge against her for that? Are you really so persistent to be dredging up ancient history about random accidents as if they were deliberate attempts to needle you?
Those were very important clothes to me. Accident or not, I have a right to want to secure my things. Anyway, I am not going out until the lock for my door arrives. End of story. If you aren't going to go buy what your mom wants, then she'll just have to get it herself. Are you fine with that?
What? Now you're just being mean to her. You really want her to go shopping after she's already exhausted from moving?
Then you go get the steak your mom wants so much. And tell her that she'll have to wait until you come home while you're at it.
Fine, whatever. I'll just go to the store, then come home. Is that fine with you?
Yes, I'll see you when you get home.
Make sure to tell Mom to text me if there's anything else she wants to eat. Got it?
Don't worry, I will. In the meantime, I'll get everything cleaned up over here.
Yeah. Look, just try to actually get along with her, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Hey there. I just started lunch break, and I noticed that I got a text from Mom.
Oh, she texted you? What was it about?
She was talking about how she hasn't seen you all day, and she was starting to wonder about what was going to be done about lunch.
Huh? What are you talking about? She hasn't said a thing to me.
Well, I know that you've been doing work in your room this whole time. Isn't it hard to hear her calling you from in there? Come on, actually think about her for a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about. We just saw each other in the living room. And at that time, she didn't say a word to me, about lunch or otherwise. Not only that, but yesterday she told me that she was planning to go out today.
Oh, that? Yeah, those plans fell apart apparently. That's why she's still in the house. That's why she's asking about how you haven't been out of your room despite it being lunchtime. The least you could do is have lunch with her, can't you? With her plans having been scrapped, Mom's been lonely.
Look, I'm sorry to hear that her plans got canceled, but I can't plan my own schedule around that. I was under the impression she was going to be gone for much of the day, so I don't have anything prepared for her.
What? So you're telling me she hasn't eaten anything for lunch at all?
Well, yes. What did you expect? We've been eating lunch separately this whole week.
You're kidding. Why haven't you been preparing anything for lunch for her? Have you not been thinking of her at all?
No, far from it. The very first day she spent here, I asked her if she wanted me to prepare something for her, but she just told me that she would make something for herself.
What are you talking about? So Mom's just been alone this whole week. I can't believe how cold you're being to her.
What? I'm being cold because I have a job that requires that I work in my room? I don't normally eat in the afternoon. I might have a light snack at best. This is how my workdays have gone for ages now.
What's been going on for ages can't just stay the same now that Mom's here. You realize that? Come on, can you at least spend some time with her? 30 minutes even. Why do you think she's living with us in the first place? It's not like she's living here to be alone, you know.
No, duh. She's living here because she wants to be with you, her son. And I can't even be entirely sure of that to begin with. You're the one who brought up the idea of her living with us in the first place. I certainly wasn't asking for this.
Don't say things like that. How dare you? I'm the eldest son in this family. As the eldest, it's been my responsibility to take care of Mom ever since Dad died. Don't you remember that?
Yes, I already know that. But don't you remember that we talked about this before? I clearly explained that my job keeps me in my room and that I wouldn't be able to leave it for the whole day when I'm working. I also told you that I had no intention of trying to change that, and you told me that that would be fine. Don't try to tell me you forgot.
Yes, sure, I do remember saying that. But don't you realize that it's not that hard to even do the bare minimum to not let her just sit there?
I'm not just letting her sit there. She's not a doll. She's free to do as she likes as long as it doesn't involve my room. Not only that, but she told me she wanted to make her own lunch. I'm not refusing to make her a meal if she wants it. She just wanted to deal with her lunch on her own. And since she didn't want my help with lunch, I just naturally went back to work. Plus, we're still eating breakfast and dinner with her as it is. And on top of it all, I'm still dealing with all of the housework.
Well, that should go without saying. You're the one who's staying at home after all. It's not like we can have Mom start doing stuff like the housework.
Excuse me? Stuff like the housework? I'm the one at home, so it goes without saying that I have to do it? Have you forgotten that I have a job just like you do? I may work at home, but work is work.
Right. I phrased that wrong. Sorry. But it doesn't change the fact that Mom is lonely. Starting tomorrow, make sure to at least show your face once during the day, even if it's in the afternoon. I would, but I can't exactly go home in the middle of the day.
Okay, fine. But only for a little bit each day. I still have work to do. I don't want to hear any more complaints after this.
Yeah, I get it. I'll be sure to tell Mom as well, considering you seem to have such trouble talking to her. Hey, why am I hearing that after Mom went through all the trouble to invite one of her friends over, you just tried to chase her friend out of the house?
Chased her out? I have no idea what you're talking about. All I did was ask them to talk a little quieter. Nothing else.
And that's what I mean by you chasing them out. You shouted at them with a super angry expression, didn't you? What else were they going to do after that?
What on earth are you talking about? I did nothing of the sort. I just asked them normally, without even raising my voice.
I don't want to hear your excuses. What is wrong with you? Why are you so intent on butting heads with my mother every chance you get? What has she done to deserve this from you?
Okay, just hold on a second. I know just how important your mom is to you. However, I don't see why you suddenly feel like it's fine to not pay any attention to anything I say. I am your wife. Did you forget that?
I know that, but a wife and a mother are two very different positions. There should be no problem with me only listening to one person's story.
Ah, I see. Well then, there's nothing else I need to talk to you about.
Excuse me? What in the world are you talking about?
I mean, you've clearly heard all you wanted to hear from your mom already, right? And clearly you're believing everything she says without being open to what I say at all. So what's the point of me saying anything at all?
I mean, sure, what you're saying is true, but... Look, just this once I'll listen to what you have to say.
Just this once, is it? Oh, wow. How magnanimous. Whatever. Anyway, you remember what I told your mom this morning, right? We were right in front of you as we were talking. I told her that today I had a really important online conference today, so I would need her to be quiet.
Well, yes, I do remember you saying that.
And yet, despite all that, without even so much as warning me, your mother brings one of her friends over. Not only that, but after her friend arrived, she repeatedly knocked at my door and tried to call for me.
And you shouted at them just because of that? Couldn't you have just gotten some drinks for them? It's just basic hospitality.
That's exactly what I did when her friend first arrived. However, I had to return to my room shortly after, as the meeting was starting soon. In the middle of the meeting, they called loudly for me, and the TV was on with the volume set really high. So all I did was ask them, "Can you please quiet down a bit?" Those exact words.
But hold on. Are you sure you didn't say things more rudely? I swear, if you thought it was okay to embarrass my mother in front of one of her friends...
What sort of embarrassment are you even talking about? What's there to be ashamed of? What, her daughter-in-law got annoyed at her? I specifically asked her at the start of the day to try to stay quiet, and explained perfectly well why. Despite all that, she clearly didn't care about what I wanted and did the exact opposite. Who's the one being unreasonable here?
But there's still the problem of how you said it. And besides, if you had such an important meeting, couldn't you have just gone to some other workspace or something?
Why are you so determined to make this my fault, damn it? I had this all planned out in advance, and I clearly requested what I needed, too. Why am I the one who has to meet with her demands? If she wanted to bring a friend over, she should have at least told us beforehand. I even asked her about that specifically. And you remember how the both of you agreed, don't you?
Yes, I remember that. But plans always have a chance to change, don't they?
Yes, they do. And when they do, why can't she tell us about it? What's so hard about that? I am still in the house after all.
But, wait, still...
I am done talking. I still have work to do, and I can't leave it any longer. If we're going to talk about this, It's going to be when you get home today.
Now you hold on. We're clearly not done talking. Claire, answer me.
What's going on? Why do you have the door chain locked? Open up!
You said that after all I've said, you haven't taken any of it to heart.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I heard everything from Mom. I had no idea you were this terrible of a woman, Claire.
I still have no clue what you're talking about. Can you please explain what you think I've done that's so terrible?
Don't you give me that. You're not going to get by playing dumb after how much you've pestered and picked on Mom.
Pestered and picked on? What are you talking about?
Stop trying to play all innocent. I'm here being serious with you. I've heard all about all of the terrible things you've done from Mom. There's no point trying to deny it anymore.
And I ask yet again, what sort of terrible things are you saying I did?
Why don't you look in your heart and think about it? I'm sure it will come up.
I've clearly thought about it and I'm completely lost. Can you please stop speaking so vaguely and actually tell me?
My mom came crying to me earlier today, complaining about everything you've been doing. She told me all about how you've been utterly malicious to her.
What? I've been malicious to her?
I was so sure you would be doing your best to get along well with her, but clearly she's just had to endure your horrible treatment this whole time.
She's had to endure my horrible treatment, you say? And what might this horrible treatment of mine be? You still haven't answered my question. Please explain specifically what I have done to your mother that could be considered horrible treatment.
You should know very well without me having to explain it to you. I am utterly disappointed in you. I am so disappointed in you, in fact, that we're going to get a divorce.
A divorce?
Yes, a divorce. You have just been doing everything in your power to hurt my poor, dear mother. I would like nothing more than to sue you and get compensation, but Mom says that she doesn't want to go that far. She is just too kind. You don't deserve her kindness.
Oh, sure, I have seen this all before. Without listening to a single thing I have to say, you're just taking everything your mother says as gospel. Again.
What reason would my mother have to lie to me? You're always like this. Every single time something bad happens, you just act like you've done nothing wrong. I think we've had enough of your lies.
Yeah, I get it. Whatever. Just let me get my luggage at least. Without it, I can't work.
Even now you're just thinking about your work? Without so much as a single word of an apology. I can't believe you. You're utterly incorrigible.
Look, I'm not about to apologize when I don't know what I'm apologizing for. Nor will I apologize when I am sure I have done nothing worth apologizing for. If you understand, then hurry up and open the door. If you're so angry that you can't even open the door, then just send everything instead.
Yeah, right. I have no reason to do a thing you ask. You stubbornly would lock your room and not let anyone in. Sure, you talk all the time like it's about work. But I think it's safe to assume that if we were to actually take a look around, we would find something you don't want us to see. Isn't that right?
No, obviously. You've seen my room before, haven't you?
No, I've completely forgotten.
I don't see why you would say something like that with such confidence.
And you think saying things like that will somehow make me open the door? I certainly don't plan on it. If you want to get in, you need to bow down in front of my mother and apologize for everything you've done. It's been a whole week, Claire. Why haven't you contacted me at all? What have you been doing? Where are you?
I'm sorry. Is there any reason that I should care? It's not like we're going to be related for much longer. You wanted a divorce, didn't you?
I said that to make it clear how seriously I was taking the issue.
Ah, I see. So it was a threat then? Just another one of your pathetic attempts to intimidate me?
That's not what I meant. Hold on. This conversation isn't important right now. What is important is you telling me where the hell you are.
Oh, is that so? Why should I?
What do you mean, why? We're married, aren't we? That should be obvious. How do you not understand this? Any husband should always know where his wife is at all times.
I'm sorry. Who is it that said they wanted a divorce again? Oh, wait, that's right. It was you.
I'm telling you, that was just something I said. Look, I've talked to my mother about it, and I think we figured something out. We decided that if you get on your hands and knees and apologize to my mother for everything you did, we will let you come back in the house. Do that and you can consider your actions forgiven. That's what we're thinking anyway.
Seriously? Yeah, right. I would never so much as tip my head in apology to you. It's not like I plan to return to that place anyway. I have no problem with divorcing you at this point, after all. If you don't file for it, I certainly will. Goodbye.
Wait, what? What do you mean, goodbye?
You know, goodbye. As in, I'm never seeing you again. I mean, come on. You're the one who brought up the idea of the divorce to begin with. All I'm doing is agreeing to it.
What do you mean you're agreeing?
Can you stop saying, "What do you mean?" every time I say something that doesn't fit your narrative? Or do you not have a good enough grasp of English?
But you're making no sense. I had no intention of divorcing you to begin with. I just wanted you to reflect on what you did. That's all. I wasn't saying it seriously.
You wanted me to reflect? Reflect on what exactly?
Why do you think you even need to ask that? I'm talking about how you've been so cold and cruel towards my mother ever since she arrived.
Oh, sure. I've been so cold and so cruel to her, despite the fact that I've done nothing. The one who's been constantly bothering people, getting in the way of people's work. The one who's been making everything up off the top of her head. It's all your mother. You realize that?
No, you don't actually believe that, do you? You really believe she would make things up like that? Mom's not the kind of person who would do something like that. She's not a bad person at all.
When meals needed to be prepared, I was the only one who prepared them. And she would leave behind anything that didn't perfectly suit her tastes like a child. Not only that, but anytime something happened that didn't quite agree with her, she would blow it out of proportion and complain to you. You would never take my side, taking every single little thing she said, hook, line, and sinker. Not only would you never take my side, you wouldn't even listen to a word I said. You would only listen to your mother and closed off any communication with me.
But I thought I told you that I was doing that for your sake. I wanted you to try to understand that it would be better to just get along with Mom. Why can't you just understand that? All I hear is you claiming you've run out of patience. No reflection at all.
Well, of course. What did you expect? All I've ever done since we got married is have my patience tested. All you've done is act like a little mama's boy, gripping on to everything she says and listening to nothing else.
What are you talking about? Mama's boy? Isn't it normal to care a lot about your parents? Especially if you've already lost one.
Sure, it's normal, but not to the extent you've been doing. Your mother has been doing little more than making up stuff about me. She always comes crying to you, making up lies that I'm picking on her.
Lies? What do you mean? You're trying to tell me that my mother has been making everything up? No, there's no way Mom would ever make up lies like that. Do you really hate my mom that much that you're willing to badmouth her in any way you can?
This isn't an issue of whether I like her or not. She's the one that seems to hate me for no particular reason. I'm just trying to treat her like I would anyone else, but clearly it's having no effect.
No, you're the one making up lies here. I won't let you say otherwise. Mom's the one who's had to put up with you this whole time. She can't go one day without you harassing her. There's no way I would ever believe that Mom would ever make up lies like you're claiming she did.
Well, that doesn't exactly come as a surprise. So, how about I let evidence do the talking for me instead? I've been recording our interactions for a while now, and I'd be happy to show you. I've got footage of her throwing away the food I worked so hard to make. I've got footage of her hurling abusive language at me. I've got lots of videos recorded, and quite clearly, too. There's a pile of evidence of what she's done.
What? You've been recording her? That's illegal. You're such a coward. You'd stoop to breaking the law like this.
All I was doing was collecting evidence, all for a moment like this. Oh, and by the way, this date is one with one-party consent, so she doesn't have to know that I'm recording her and it's still legal. Anyway, I figured you wouldn't listen to me like always, so that's why I got this all prepared. I never believed for a second that you would pay attention to anything I said if your mom said differently after all.
No, you're wrong. We're equals in this relationship, and I've been treating you as such.
Do you even know what the word equal means? If you do, then you certainly don't sound like it. I can't remember the last time you ever bothered to listen to a word I said. I've asked you countless times to talk to me honestly, but you just hold fast to the misunderstandings born from your mother's lies and ignore me.
No, that's not what I was doing. I was just trying to look at things from a neutral perspective.
I see that along with equal, you have no clue what the word neutral means either. You literally told me that you only needed to hear one side of the story to make your decision. That is the complete opposite of neutral. All you did was drink up your mother's lies without questioning a word she said. No matter what it was always my fault. I don't think there was ever a time where you took my side.
Wait, no, there were.
Nope, there were not. I thought back to every single time we've had trouble ever since we got married. There was not a single time where you took my side. Not a one.
You're just forgetting about those times. I was never trying to not take your side.
Why do you even care at this point? It's fine now, isn't it? Now you get to live with your precious mother whom you love so much without me getting in the way. And with me finally getting to separate myself from a mama's boy who can't seem to live independently and his mother who also can't live without her son, I'd say we all end up happier with this arrangement. Wouldn't you say?
No, hold on a minute. I refuse to get a divorce. Mom's saying she's willing to forgive you too. Stop being so stubborn and just apologize. Anyway, without you around, the housework will become a lot harder to deal with.
Well, that's just too bad then. I did not live there to just be a maid for you and your mother. If it's just housework you're so worried about, why not have your mother handle it? Though I should warn you that her cooking might be a bit hazardous for your health.
What are you saying? Mom's way too old to handle all of that. There's no way I could make her do housework.
Why not? If you're worried about the place being too big, you're in luck, because you won't get to live there any longer anyway. I'm guessing you forgot that I'm the one who bought it. Alone. That property is in my name. And since it is in my name alone, I am now going to kindly ask you to vacate the premises. Now. I'm tired of doing my work in a hotel after all. It may be comfy, but I just don't have the tools I need to do my job properly.
Wait, what? Hold on a second. What are you saying?
If I find that you've so much as touched any of the things in my room, or worse, damaged them, I guarantee you I will be filing a lawsuit and seeking damages. Understand?
No. I haven't done anything, at least. You don't need to go that far.
At least? So you may have done nothing, but what about your mother? Are you implying she did something to my room? I imagine she probably didn't really care about my privacy, did she?
She said that since you weren't coming home, you were clearly having an affair. She felt that you might have hidden something in your room, so she searched through everything to try to find some evidence.
Ah, I see. So that's what she did, huh? That's exactly what I expected. Of course she wouldn't have any respect for my things.
But Mom was only doing that because she was worried about my feelings. Come on, you have to at least understand that, don't you?
Oh, I wouldn't really hold anything against a normal mother who is worried about her son's welfare. But your mother is quite far from normal. And so are you, who thinks she is some perfect, honest angel.
Don't you dare say things like that. I'm telling you, Mom didn't damage anything on purpose.
I couldn't care less if it was accidental or deliberate. If she's damaged or destroyed my things, I'm going to sue. Anyone would want to be compensated for their things being destroyed by someone else, whether it be out of malice or negligence. You can be sure that I will be aiming to get you charged with trespassing as well, for which I will also be requesting damages. So hurry up, fill out the divorce papers, and get the hell out of my home.
No, you can't do this. I don't want to get divorced. I never wanted any of this in the first place. I wasn't serious. Please, if you aren't around, things are going to only get worse.
Yes, I suppose that's true, isn't it? After all, I make more than you. Oh, and if I remember correctly, your old house is already gone, isn't it? You're certainly going to be in trouble if you can't find a place to live fast. Your mother certainly can't work at her age now either, can she? That means you'll have to support the both of you, too.
Huh. No, that's not what I'm talking about.
I guess in your pathetic income alone, supporting both you and your mother is probably going to be quite difficult, isn't it? Do you perhaps realize now who's to thank for you getting to live this free life up until now?
Yes, I know it's you. Look, I'll talk to my mother about it, okay? Just please don't be so hasty with the divorce.
Oh, no. I am not going to give you another chance. We are getting divorced, whether you like it or not. I will not accept a single request you make. Even if you completely cut yourself off from your mother, it won't make a difference. I don't want to see your face ever again. I want you out of my life forever.
You really are going that far? You really mean that?
Yes, I am completely serious. I have been questioning why I married you since practically the day of the wedding. I have no use for a husband who never takes my side. Calling you a husband would be an insult to husbands around the country. If you don't accept the divorce as it is now, I promise you I will fight for it with everything I have. I gave the two of them about a week to get all of their things packed up and moved out. Thankfully, Marvin filled out his end of the divorce papers with no further complaints, and I was able to get them filed with no issues. The two of them were sobbing and trying to apologize to me, but I wasn't about to let them off the hook and let them stay. Also, Marvin's mother did rifle through all of my things without any care for what she did to them, so I filed suit for everything she damaged. They agreed to settle out of court and pay for what they did, but I made sure to change the locks and install a new security system, just in case. Although, after having to go through so much here, I might just end up moving away. I am still thinking about it, though. As for those two, they managed to get a small, cheap apartment somewhere. But Marvin's mother wasn't able to live as she did while I was taking care of everything, so she eventually grew resentful of how things turned out. At least, that's what I think happened, because I got a lot of texts from Marvin begging for help. Obviously, I ignored them and blocked his number. Now that I'm finally free from that mama's boy and his horrible mother, I'm finally able to live a pleasant life again. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to leave a like and a comment. New videos are released every day, so subscribe to see the latest videos.